Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We're going to be watching Arrow Season 3, Episode 10. This one is called Left Behind. It has been almost 2 weeks since I saw the season finale. And yeah, I plan to watch this a whole lot sooner than now. But the weekend came along and I couldn't record on the weekends, and then I got sick. And I was sick for a week. I'm still sick. I'm just a whole lot better. I'm just not 100%. I still have a cough, and so if you see me coughing, that's why, because I'm still getting over it. But I have been dying to watch this episode because I want to know what happened, and my husband has been laughing at me because I keep complaining that I haven't been able to record yet and everything, because I want to see how in the heck Oliver either isn't dead or is brought back to life somehow, because I just don't understand how he could have survived what happened to him. And if he didn't survive and he is dead, then how does he come back? Because he has to come back, because they're on season 8. This is the final season they're working on right now, season 8. So obviously Oliver is going to be alive. It's just I don't know how, and I want to know how, and it has been killing me. And they better show it in this episode, is all I'm gonna say. They better not leave it as like the whole episode them looking for Oliver, not knowing what happened to him or something like that, and we don't see anything this episode, and we won't find out to the next, because I think I will actually explode if that happens. So yeah, so I really want to watch it. So I'm skipping my lunch to get this in. I've had to watch four other shows before I got to this one, and this one's the one that's been on my mind all day. So everything I've recorded up until now, this is what I've really been thinking about, so I haven't been completely focused on my other shows. But yeah, so I'm really excited to get into it, so I'm gonna stop talking. So if you guys would like to follow me on Twitter, would like to get early access to my reactions, or would like to watch the full reactions over on my Patreon, links are down below. Let's get into this episode.
It's him! I thought it was green!
It's Arsenal, right?
This bike is sick.
Okay, not supposed to be having fun right now.
Sorry.
No, sorry is what you'll be when Oliver finds out you took out his motorcycle.
There's the green one.
That's not him. Is that Dig? Yeah.
The suit is too tight.
If they make it to the tunnel, we're going to lose them.
They're not helping.
Thought he was supposed to be good.
You got your ass.
Who the hell are you?
I'm more of a Glock kind of guy.
I didn't say anything.
Any luck finding Oliver?
Not yet. But I have every reconnaissance satellite I could hack, which is a lot looking for him. So the second he steps outside, we'll know.
If he steps outside, it's what we were all thinking.
I'm not. It's only been 3 days.
How much longer before we actually have to start worrying?
She has the Omega. We find her, we find Tatsu, we get them both out of wherever they are.
If only it were that simple. We've learned that the bioweapon is actually comprised of 2 components. The Omega she has is harmless without its counterpart, Alpha.
And where's that?
Currently in the possession of the Hong Kong military.
So it's safe.
Far from it. The only way to secure the counterpart Alpha is to destroy it.
And by the time we do, my wife will be dead.
The 2 of you with backup will break into the facility and recover the vial.
And what about Tatsu? Stop ignoring me!
I'm not ignoring you, Mr. Yamashiro. I'm merely focusing on the task at hand, which, at the moment, is not recovering your wife.
She's such a bitch.
3, 2, 1. Damn it!
Ray, I've been thinking.
About overclocking the magnetic coils, because I tried that.
No. About what you're doing. And about me helping you do it.
Save the city, you mean?
Risk your life. I know you think you're going to be safe inside that suit of armor. I know there's like a gajillion movies that make it look easy.
The Arrow and his partner go out there every night, without armor.
One night? hopefully very far off in the future, they're not going to come back. I don't want that to happen to you.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Start small. Just see if you can get the nanochip to function.
Mr. Fisher's apprehension was not affected by the police, but rather by vigilantes.
The circumstances of Mr. Fisher's arrest are irrelevant.
Produce the arrow as an eyewitness and we'll find out.
That won't be necessary. We have the weapon with Mr. Fisher's fingerprints all over it, Your Honor.
Motion to dismiss denied. Bail denied. Please remand Mr. Fisher into custody.
That's Danny Brickwell. His street name's Brick, but I thought he was in Iron Heights.
He was, until a week ago. And then the case against him imploded, by which I mean every single witness suffered some sort of fatal accident. 3 guesses as to who the police suspect in those cases.
Jermaine Fisher and the guy who got away last night.
You think I'm in denial?
I think 4 days ago, Oliver challenged the world's greatest assassin to a duel.
He survived Lianyu and Hong Kong, and God knows what else. He defeated Malcolm Merlin and Slade Wilson. You have to believe in him.
Well, I do believe in him, Felicity. It's just I'm preparing myself for the possibility that things didn't go Oliver's way. You need to prepare yourself too.
I love that she has so much faith in him.
Please, Oliver, where are you?
Finally! Please show me something good. See, now how could somebody survive something like that? Even if he survived the stab wound, the fall would have killed him. Is that the guy from Hong Kong? I don't know what his name is.
What we're planning here requires 2 things. No mistakes and the cops not knowing anything.
They still don't. Fisher's not gonna say anything.
Was this side job his idea or yours?
Doesn't have to be like this. Bro.
You know the deal. You take me down first, you walk out alive. He actually tagged me.
Switch your attacks. Never do the same move more than twice. Otherwise, your opponent will learn to read you.
Something like that?
If you like, I could have some of my old associates look into Oliver's whereabouts.
Would you?
Of course.
You know where he is. You're the one that blackmailed him into doing your dirty work.
She'll get Tatsu back.
She doesn't care.
She's lying.
Well, that didn't work.
These numbers look completely random. I can run a pattern recognition algorithm.
Uh-oh.
Oliver?
Does Malcolm know how to get down here? Guess so.
Could you put the gun away? They don't scare so much as annoy me. I've only come here to talk.
Talk about what?
Oliver. I need to know, is he still alive?
He's alive.
Have you heard from him since he went off to face Ra's al Ghul?
Nope.
He's alive.
If he were, I suspect you would have heard from him by now.
Unless Ross took him prisoner.
The demon's head does not take prisoners.
Malcolm Merlin didn't tell us anything we don't already know. Nothing has changed.
But he may have been right all the same.
I know you guys think I'm in denial, but if there's one thing Oliver taught me, he taught us, is that sometimes all you can do is keep pushing forward.
Is everything okay? Where's Oliver?
Dead on a mountain somewhere.
He went to fight the head of the League of Assassins.
What?
And we haven't heard from him since he left.
And something else. Malcolm Merlin stopped by for a little chat. He says Oliver's dead.
And you guys believe him?
Look, Laurel, Merlin says...
There isn't one thing that Malcolm Merlin can say that any of us should believe. This isn't the first time that I've heard that Oliver was dead. He's been back before. He'll be back again.
I know he will. Just don't know how yet. So Malcolm took him? Or did he just now go to see? I'm very confused at the timeline. There we go.
Found it!
I'm sorry to interrupt. The League conducts matter of significance, such as duels, on grounds sacred to its beliefs. I went there and found this. It's Ra's custom to leave behind the instrument of death as a memorial to honor the fallen.
Merlin, did you see Oliver's body?
He fell into a ravine. His remains are unrecoverable, I'm afraid.
Somebody found him.
And how do we know that's Oliver's blood?
Test it.
Because after I leave, you'll test it. And after you confirm that it is his blood, you'll exhaust yourself with conspiracy theories as to how I planted it or how it's all a lie. And after enough time passes, you'll be left with one inescapable truth, that Oliver Queen is dead.
This is your fault.
It is his fault.
Oliver went there because of you, because of what you did to Thea. You made her a target for the League so he would have to challenge Roz just to save her. You killed him.
You are right. And I will live with that guilt for the rest of my days. I'm truly sorry. I can see how much you loved him.
Save it, Merlin.
Nobody cares what you think.
You're enjoying this.
Mrs. Smoke is correct. I orchestrated the matter to eliminate the death warrant Roz placed on my head. Oliver was that way. His death means my own.
Good.
Don't worry, he'll be back. Somehow, he'll be back. Who's this mystery man?
99.997% match. If Merlin's lying, he's being thorough about it. Thanks for not saying I told you so. I gotta go to work.
You really don't.
It's fine. I'm glad we know now.
You need to get the Alpha out of here! Away from them! Go!
I gotta tell you, if these guys are trying to protect Alpha, they're not doing a very good job in making sure they don't explode the thing by shooting people that they think have it.
No.
Just do it.
You okay?
Yeah.
And you can't even tell her
Anyone I know?
that her brother is dead. Because he'd have to explain how he knows.
I haven't seen him. I haven't heard from him. He's not answering any of my phone calls. I'm actually starting to get really worried. So I thought maybe the Arrow could look for Oliver. Just thought maybe if you saw him, you could ask.
Thea just asked me to talk to the Arrow about finding Oliver.
And what'd you tell her?
What else? I lied.
Oliver didn't want Thea to know.
That was then. But now, what's the point?
I keep asking myself the same question, Roy.
Then why do you keep going over the case evidence?
Because it helps me keep my mind off of Oliver.
Doing this without him while we're waiting for him to come back is one thing. But doing all this without him, that's a whole other situation.
What do you want me to tell you, Roy? I can only see 1 inch in front of me, and this is the only thing in front of me right now. All these guys are awaiting trial for assault. Assault with intent, murder, attempted murder.
Street enforcers, muscle. But why would Brick have a list of these case numbers?
Your plan. It won't work.
You make it sound like using an enhanced exoskeleton to fight crime and save the city is a Looney Tune idea.
It is?
It won't bring her back. When we lose someone, when someone dies, they're gone. Forever. And there is nothing that we can do that is going to bring them back. So you have to stop. You have to stop because it's not what Anna would have wanted.
You're upset. I can see that. And if you want, we can talk about it. But never tell me again what Anna would have wanted.
I am sorry.
We think he might be looking to steal or destroy evidence to get those cases thrown out of court.
Yeah. I'll call Lance. Tell him.
A lot of these cases are on guys who put away over the past 8 months. This is everything we've been doing since we took Slade down. This is everything Oliver was working for.
I'll be right there.